Hey guys, we have an Xbox One that came in today, and it turns off after a few minutes of play. The customer says the fan gets loud. I haven't heard the fan get loud yet, but that's what the customer says. So I'm gonna take his word for it. And when I turned it on, this message appeared. It says that your Xbox One is designed to shut down automatically to protect it from insufficient ventilation. Like other electronic devices, the Xbox One requires proper ventilation to help prevent another automatic shutdown. Do not block any ventilation openings on the console or power supply, and then it goes on. So this problem is most likely happening because I believe some kind of a fan issue, maybe the heatsink's clogged, or it could be a bunch of different things. Could be the thermal paste. Even though I doubt that. This message comes up every time the console doesn't shut off properly. So when the system detects that the APU chip is getting too hot, it turns off the Xbox. And then when the next time you turn it on, you'll see this message. But I'm going to be taking it apart and trying to fix this. But I'm going to try to fix it for you guys and show you how to fix it yourself. This is our first gen Xbox One. We're going to start taking it apart by standing it up like this, and we're going to have to remove this panel. You can use a knife, and then what you do is you stick your knife in this gap here, and then you just lift, and then this panel is going to come off like so. Second step is removing this piece right here, the seat that sits under the eject button. And you can do that by sticking a knife in the hole here, and then you just slide it out. You have to lift the eject button slightly. You lift this eject button slightly, not too much. If you do it too much, you might break this off, and then this is going to come right out. Third step. We're going to separate these two plastic panels here like this. We're going to push the smaller one down. And then we're just gonna pry the clips apart, but you want to be careful because you don't want to use too much force because you could break the ribbon cable under the faceplate at the front. Like this. And then slowly lift the top panel off. And then there's going to be a cable here. Right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm going to lift the console up. That cable is going to be removed. Be very careful with that cable. In case you break that cable, we do sell the faceplate with the cable on our website. Can't buy the cable separately. I mean, you could probably, but it's not worth the pain. I'm going to remove the cable, and then this panel is just going to come off like this. And then we're going to put this on the side. Okay, so right away I can see that this does not look right. It appears that this is all dented in. So this console probably got punched or took a hit in the front or fell. And this is supposed to be flat like this. This area is supposed to be flat like this area, but it's not. It's dented in. And I'm thinking the fan's probably not even spinning because this piece is pushing in. And if there's any sort of intrusion in this area where anything's pushing on the fan's not going to spin. And that's when your console is going to overheat. And I believe that's what's happening right now because this is not right. So most likely we're going to have to replace this piece and possibly the fan. We sell both these parts on our website, and I'm going to put the links in the description. So I'm going to try to see if I can get this fan to move around. I'm thinking it's not. This bit's not small enough to go through. So the fan is going to have to be replaced also. Sometimes this will be so pushed down that it'll be touching the fan, and in that case you don't have to replace the fan. But in this case it's pushing down, but the fan also is broken. So the next step is we're gonna remove these screws from the network card. I'm going to lift this cable up, lift this out, put it on the side, and then we're going to remove these long Torx T8 screws. We sell this screwdriver on our website as well. I'm going to put a link in the description for that as well. All these long Torx screws are going to have to be removed at this point. I've removed the antenna cable at the front. I'm going to disconnect the speaker by lifting it up like so. I'm going to lift this top panel here, the damaged piece, and then there's going to be a cable underneath. We're going to remove this cable. What we're going to do is we're going to lift the hard drive out. There's a connector here. You just lift this out, and then there's these clips on the sides. You just lift them and the fan comes off. There's clips, literally there's nothing much to it, and then the thing comes off and you install your new fan. Okay, so I got a new top panel for our Xbox, one that's not dented. This is what a good one looks like. As you see, it's completely flush and flat. And I also got a fan to replace. So you can buy this fan with the heatsink or without. In this case, we only need to replace the fan, not the heatsink. So we're only going to be replacing the fan. So what we're going to do is we're going to lift the hard drive up, move it to the side. There's a connector here, right here. We're going to pull it up, remove it, and then there's these clips on the side here. I'll actually use my demonstration heatsink to show you where the clips are. So this is how this thing sits on the heatsink. It's got these clips, and what you do is you just lift the clips up with your finger or flathead. Don't use too much force, otherwise those will break. And then you do the same thing on the other side, and then this thing is going to come off. So I'm going to remove the old fan. The knife works pretty well too. By the way, guys, this is a credit card folding knife. This is really cool. And what this is basically a fully functioning knife, right? Which you can use for many different things. But also at the same time, it folds into a credit card and fits in your wallet. So I can literally have it like this and put it in the lock position, right? Have it like this, and I can literally put it in my wallet, and now I have a knife on me and nobody even knows, and it's in my wallet, and that's the beauty of it. And then when you need it, you just pull it out, release the lock, and then it folds into a knife. This is a really cool piece, guys. We're going to be selling these on our website. So if you like, do check us out. And I'm going to put a link in the description in the corner. I'm going to put a link in the description and on the video, so you guys can buy it from us. Very cool piece, guys. Very cool. Like that. It's a credit card. Now it's a knife. So anyways, back to the video. I'm going to lift the old fan and then install our new fan. Just push it on and the clip should automatically click in. Like that. I'm going to put the hard drive back in place. I'm going to reconnect the cable for the network adapter. Install the cable at the front. Then we're gonna start installing the long Torx bolts. Install the connector in the front. If you're having any Wi-Fi related issues or your controllers don't connect anymore, replacing this chip will fix that problem. Or any Bluetooth related issues. Because remember, your Xbox One controller does run off Bluetooth. So we're going to put the network card in, install the cable, install the signal cable back on. You want to be careful with this because it's easy to break these. And now we're gonna install the case back on. So remember how we took the top panel off? We're gonna have to remove the faceplate like this. Okay. And we're gonna put the top panel on this piece. That goes in like this. When you hear the back click, that's when you put the faceplate in on the front. To install the faceplate, the bottom goes in first, like this, and then you're gonna want to install the faceplate, and then we just meet the two pieces up, and then you got to push them together, and then everything will just click in. And I'm gonna stand the console up. I'm going to put the sink plastic button seat, install the top panel by pushing it down like so. Make sure it sits flat, and we're done. And now the console shouldn't overheat anymore. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to our channel, and do check us out at www.fasttech.ca if you need any parts, tools, or anything electronic related. We'll catch you in the next one.